Oh wait, we gotta close it. We gotta close the door. Rocky start. Alright. Wait. That's my fault. That's on me. Alright.
Welcome to Steve
up,
and Danny
guys?
Sports.
What's up, everyone?
And we're here to talk about the World
World-
Series. Nationals win. Let's go. Just like I predicted, and just what Danny did not predict.
Of course, you gotta rub it in like that. That's mean. You're mean, Steve.
Well, I'm just saying the facts are the facts.
I know, but
Scherzer pitched well. Nationals played great. Another comeback victory. And
for
the Astros never had a chance.
They did have a chance. They had all the chances. I'm not saying I'm very happy the Nationals won. First of all, I want to be clear about that. I was rooting for the Nationals, but it's also the first time in sports, like in the 4 major sports, where the road team won every single game.
Yes, and I know it's surprising for a lot of people, but like I said, I'm going to keep reiterating the point that the Nationals had Scherzer and Strasburg on all their road games. So that's really the reason why the Nationals won the 4 road games. If they had Scherzer and Strasburg at home, they would have won the home games.
But I guess
they had them on the road.
It's still like weird though to see that. You know what I mean? Like,
oh no, it's very odd.
It's odd.
It just happened that it worked out that way because Scherzer would have pitched the Game 5 home game, but then he had some kind of freak injury to his back. So that would have been the Nationals probably would have won that game if he pitched Game 5, and they would have won the home game instead of the road game. But it all worked out for the Nationals in the end.
It did. Let's just like give a quick recap to Game 7. So Game 7 started off in the second inning. I think it was Altuve that hit. I forget who hit the home run, but I don't know if it was a home run.
It wasn't Altuve, and I don't think it was.
I didn't think it was a home run.
Go to scoring plays.
All right, let's see.
It might have been a home run.
All right.
I think it was.
I'll check.
I think it was Gurriel.
I'll go more in. Yeah, it was Gurriel.
It was Gurriel.
Gurriel hit a dinger.
Yeah.
Make it 1-0. And then in the 5th, they scored again to make it 2-0. And you left the room. We were watching.
I didn't leave the room.
I was
ordering pizza.
You were visibly sad.
I was visibly sad. I was ordering pizza.
We were all literally getting ready because we're like, oh, this game's over. There's no way it's gonna come back now. It's games. They're up in like the later innings.
But then what?
We ended up like walking 2 Domino's actually.
Well, I didn't. You did.
I ended up walking.
So
Domino's.
it was the top 6 or top 7 when we were doing at the home run, and he gave me faith back. What inning was that? Top 6?
It was top of the 7th.
Top of the 7th. Rendon gave me my faith back.
So Rendon hit a home run, and that made it 2-1. And then I should look at the scoring plays.
Howie Kendrick hit a 2-run home run. You have really bad memory.
I do. It was a week ago. I don't know.
I mean, I have memory loss, and I'm remembering more than you are. Howie Kendrick hit a 2-run home run off the right field foul pole to make it 3-2. And then Soto hit a single to make it 4-2.
And then they poured it on.
They poured it on in the 9th inning. Adam Eaton hit a single and bases loaded to make it 6-2. And the Astros, they were completely lost after. I would say after the Kendrick home run.
Yeah. You know what I'd say though? I'm gonna blame this loss on AJ Hinch.
Why is that?
He pulled, even though Greinke gave up a run. Greinke was cruising. He is absolutely cruising. I think he pulled him like 80 pitches, right? He's absolutely cruising. And especially in Game 7, you keep going. You keep that going. Like, what are you going to do? There's no game tomorrow. There's no game in 5 days. There's no game next week. There's no game in 2 months. You pitch him until your arm falls. You put in Game 7, if you're pitching well, you're pitching until your arm falls off or you stop doing well.
I get your point, but he was cruising through 6. He wasn't cruising through 7. 7th inning, he gave up a home run to Rendon, and then the next batter walked. So he was starting to struggle, and you could see it in his pitch count. Like 80 pitches, I understand it's not a high pitch count, but you got to remember Greinke's like, 35 or 36 years old?
I still keep him in that situation regardless, though. I trust your starter.
I don't disagree with you. I would probably keep him in that situation too, but who knows how it would have worked out. It might have worked out the same way. Maybe he walks the next guy, then it's 1st and 2nd. Now you're in a real
If he walked the next guy, then I'd pull him, but like what happened with the next batter?
I mean, yeah, you look at the pitch though, it wasn't even a bad pitch.
That's true.
So if Greinke would have made that same pitch, Howie Kendrick might have did the same thing.
How do I think Greinke? Who decides Greinke would have made that pitch? That's the thing.
I mean, he probably couldn't have made a better pitch than what that pitch was. That pitch was almost perfectly placed, and he just went out and got it and hooked it off the right field foul pole.
I don't know. Like, I feel like I would have managed that game a bit differently if I was AJ Hinch. I would have let Greinke ride out, and And you got to give credit as well to, I guess, the Nationals. The Nationals basically only used like 6 pitchers throughout the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean their weakness was their bullpen. They had one of the worst bullpens in
And they-
MLB, and they
And
completely,
normally you get lit up if you have a bad bullpen. Normally, like having a strong bullpen is the biggest part of your success.
yeah, but they utilized their starters perfectly. They brought Scherzer out of the bullpen one game. They brought Corbin out of the bullpen multiple games.
Corbin did really well.
Right.
Corbin out of the bullpen was incredible. Like in Game 7 specifically.
Yeah, he was actually
I
better.
remember when they put him in, you were scared. You were like, oh,
No, because he was better out of the bullpen than he was as a starter. He was awful as a starter, but as out of the bullpen, he was solid.
He was very good out of the bullpen.
Yeah.
And then they brought Doolittle in to close it out. Actually, not Doolittle. It was Hudson, I think.
They used both of them. Doolittle closed out some games, and Hudson's the real closer.
Yeah,
though.
I think Hudson
was
closed out
amazing.
Game 7, right?
Yes, Hudson closed out Game 7. But you got to give credit to the starting pitching at the end of the day as well. They're going seven, 8 innings every game.
It's incredible.
You're getting to your strong part of your bullpen. I don't care how bad your bullpen is.
If you're going seven innings plus each game, you're gonna be fine.
Exactly.
And it's just amazing. Like, who would have thought? I know you had them go to the World Series, but
yeah, I didn't have them be in the Astros initially. But
you did.
once I saw the way they got there, I was like, you know what? Ride the Nationals train.
It's just great to see. Like, first of all, like it's such a likable team to win the World Series. So that's awesome. A lot of guys get their first championship. Like Max Scherzer gets his first championship.
Almost the whole team.
The entire team.
Actually, I think the whole team. I don't think anybody had a championship.
Ryan Zimmerman got his first championship.
Ryan Zimmerman, Howie Kendrick.
Fernando Rodney even got a championship.
Anibal Sanchez.
My boy Trey Turner.
Trey Turner, he's young.
So he's fine.
Trey Turner and Soto are young.
Trey Turner and Soto are young, but like all these guys, like Rendon has a championship now.
Rendon,
nice.
He's still fairly young.
He's still fairly young. He's probably not gonna be on the team next year, but
yeah, no, I feel really good for these old guys.
Yeah, because like next year they're not gonna do this. Like I know we said that last year at this time, like once Bryce Harper left, and then they did it. Who Bryce Harper is the biggest L right now in sports.
Yeah,
but. Like even like because this time because you're definitely losing Rendon. You're most likely losing Steven Strasburg, right?
I would think so.
So like you're still gonna be a good team, but in no way is it a World Series contender next year. Not a chance.
I mean that's what they said this year too, though. I don't know. I never count out any team with Scherzer and the firepower they have.
Yeah, but like Scherzer's getting old.
They're definitely getting weak.
They're getting weaker.
Yeah.
But like it's just good to see that team finally get over the hump.
Yeah, I mean, and Scherzer's getting old, but he's not showing any signs of getting old.
That's true.
He's one of those pitchers that's still throwing 95 to 97 miles per hour on the fastball.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah, him and Verlander, they don't age.
But like, yeah, like I don't know, like, it was just like good to see them win after all these years of like not being able to get past the NLDS, not being able to get past the second round. They're not like all these disappointments, like the Game 5s and stuff like that they've gotten into. Like it was just brutal to like see them because like I've always rooted for the Nationals whenever they got in. I always like loved watching them. They're a fun team to watch.
Yeah, me too. But this was especially special for them because they were in all those games where they got upset. They was upset.
Yeah,
like this
time
they are the upset.
This time they were the huge underdog.
Yes, and
this is one of the biggest underdogs. They were one of the biggest underdogs in the history of the World Series. Like. Based on Vegas odds. I forget what the odds actually specifically were, but I know they're like it was like the biggest underdog since 2007 with the Rockies and the Red Sox.
Yeah, and the Rockies got destroyed.
Yeah, the Rockies got destroyed.
Yes.
It's just good to see.
Yeah, it's good for good for the Nationals and good that the Astros lost because I hate them.
Yeah.
so that was great.
I still don't hate them.
No, they have very dislikable players besides, I would say, Altuve.
Brantley. Verlander.
I don't even like Verlander.
Oh
he's dislikable. He's always complaining. I don't know. Their manager, he's a great manager, AJ Hinch, always complaining. Every time they lose, he finds an excuse. So I'm like, oh, it's the foul pole is too short. What do you mean the foul pole is too short? The foul pole is almost the same in every stadium.
I don't know. But
go to Fenway and see how short the right field pole is.
I don't even think they have a foul pole at the Green Monster, do they? Is there a foul pole on the Green Monster?
No, I'm talking about right field.
Oh, okay.
I'm not talking about left field. Right field is the pesky pole where it comes into like 260 feet. He would really be complaining over there.
Oh yeah, they do have the pesky pole. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Where do you go from here though? If you're Houston, like what do you do? Like you're not gonna get Garrett Cole back. You already know.
Yeah, they're losing Garrett Cole. They're losing Springer.
They might get Springer. They have a better chance of getting Springer than getting Cole back.
Yes, but they're not getting either back.
Like so,
Springer's leaving.
I don't know where you go from here, but like I mean, I feel like you still got depth in the farm system. But
Yeah, they're not going to re-sign. I don't think they're going to make any splash moves in the free agency. To be honest, they're probably just going to keep the same roster that they have and lose a couple of guys. Yeah,
retool a bit with cheaper options. Maybe.
I mean, Alvarez is probably going to play a bigger part this year.
Oh, absolutely.
He was great this year in his rookie year, and I think they have another prospect that's supposed to be pretty good. They
probably do.
Yeah,
but good. It was a good baseball season overall, even though we're pretty upset because the Yankees didn't win. It's a good baseball season overall.
It could have been worse. Like last year. Last year was awful.
That was terrible. That was the worst. But it was a good season overall. A lot of things happened, and hopefully free agents actually sign quick this time around because I hate when they take 10 years to sign.
And not only sign with the correct team, New York Yankees.
No,
come to the Yankees.
Not ever. Yes, but no, it's not gonna happen.
The big names: Strasburg, come to the Yankees. Or Cole, come to the Yankees. One of you guys.
I don't think Cole's going to the Yankees.
Somebody's got to come. Big name.
We say that every year, and no one comes.
That's the problem. We need a big name starting pitcher.
Oh yeah, that's the plan. Speaking of, I know this is a World Series recap, but the Yankees made some changes actually around coaching wise. Did we bring up that they fired Rothschild?
No, that happened after the World Series. So
yeah, no. So they fired Rothschild, which is huge.
Yes, he was awful.
They interviewed David Cohn. They interviewed a couple other guys.
And I would hire David Cohn. I don't know about you, but
I don't know enough.
That's my pick. David Cohn. When he's on Yes Network, he does a very good job at analyzing what's going on with the pitchers and he basically was the reason why I realized that Rothschild was terrible because he was analyzing better than what Rothschild was doing.
And Rothschild would just say, "Fix it yourself. Yeah. You got this," and then just leave.
So yeah, David Cohn would be my pick.
Another change that the Yankees made is that they took the Twins catching coach.
Yes, I mean, if they have Sanchez, it's not gonna make any difference because Sanchez is an absolutely awful catcher. Get rid of him, trade him for something.
Goodness.
He has no potential in him. He's an awful catcher, awful person. Lazy.
I respectfully disagree, but I mean, he wasn't good this postseason. But I respectfully disagree. I think this catching coach change can be huge because look what he did for Mitch Garver. Mitch Garver had a very good year this year. Did he not?
Mitch Garver? What did you call him? Mitch Gardner? It's Mitch Garver.
I said Garver.
Yeah, it's Garver.
Garver. Mitch Garver.
Mitch Garver
he had a better year this year than last year.
Yes, but he showed potential. I don't see anything. I don't see anything in Sanchez.
All right, whatever. But
yeah, Sanchez has been around how many years? 3 or 4 years now. Garver, that was the second year. So he was a rookie the year before. You can't expect much from a rookie.
I still feel like this will help. I guess whoever's on the roster because. Quite frankly, we don't know what's going to happen, but I feel like that's going to help. One more thing in Yankee news, which we pretty much saw coming. Didi was not offered a qualifying offer.
Unfortunately, I saw that coming. But
Didi's probably not coming back.
Yeah, I love Didi, but we got to move on. You could easily put Torres at shortstop, LeMahieu at second.
Yeah.
Voit at first. There was really no room for Didi, especially since he had a poor playoff performance.
I'm gonna miss Didi so much. That he's fun.
He was great. He was a great defender, great person. One of my favorite Yankees.
Yeah. I'm gonna miss Didi. If it's a slight off chance that you stumble upon this, thank you for the memories. Thanks for holding it down. He had very big shoes to fill in because he's their first shortstop since Jeter. He had very big shoes to fill in. He did his dadgum best.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you want to say?
No, that's about it.
All right. What do you want to talk about next?
You
doing college football or NFL? Doesn't matter to me.
We'll talk about NFL.
All right. So I'm gonna rant a bit. I got some stuff to say. I got some stuff to get off my chest. And Jets Giants next week. That's gonna be interesting.
Not interesting at all, but we could talk about it.
All right. I'll see you guys in a bit.